opening the door for someone else. Open the door for someone else. This week I had a film project that I was asked to be a part of, and and in addition to that, I was told to invite some people to be a part of the project as well, and which is cool, because I think it's always important that we share space. And so I had invited some people to come, and one of the persons was my nephew. I have like three adult male nephews, and so one of my nephews, he's trying to get into modeling and videos and some other stuff. I don't know. He's in his 20s, so whatever he got going on. So anyway, I invited him to come, and he came, and it was a connection made between him and the gentleman that was doing the videotaping for the project that I was calling in on. And so after the shoot the other day, my nephew was like, "Auntie, thank you, Auntie, thank you." He sent me messages and whatever. And he was really appreciative because him coming on my project opened the door for him to do another project with the gentleman that was videotaping. And he was just really appreciative. And as I began to think about this, the Lord said to me, that's why I bless to be that's why I bless people to be a blessing, right? This is why I bless folk to be a blessing. This is why I bless you. This is why, not me, Najuma, but this is why I bless. Like, I bless people to be a blessing, right? I open doors for you so you can open doors to somebody else. And so this morning, I just want to encourage you, everyone on and those that watch the replay, like the way to really live a good life, and I don't mean a good life meaning like material things only, because you can have material things and not have a good life, but a way to live a powerful, strong, I'm watching these two birds that are fighting on the rooftop. I'm sorry. But the way to live a really good, powerful life is a life that opens doors for other people, right? Like to open the door for somebody else. I want to encourage someone this morning, as God opens doors for you, and I'm not saying you're not doing it, I'm just saying let's make sure that we are doing it more, all of us, that as God opens doors for us, that we make sure we're opening the door for somebody else. Matthew 7:12 says this. It says, what you want done for you, do for others. Now I'm just paraphrasing, but basically Matthew 7:12 is saying, the message in Matthew 7:12 is, what you want done for you, do for someone else. In other words, however you want to see your life be blessed, however you want to see doors open up for you, do it for somebody else. And so, because what I'm learning is that the more I open doors for other people, the more God opens doors for me. Right? The more I open doors for other people, the more God opens doors for me, right? Because we serve a God who is a God of reciprocation. Like, what goes around comes around, right? So if I open doors for somebody else, God makes sure that doors are opened up for me. And so for those of you that are out there, trying to get doors to open for you, doors in the music industry, doors in the business industry, what restaurant business, whatever your business is, whatever your thing is, as you seek for doors to be opened up for you, also remember to open up doors for other people, right? And that was what I learned with my nephew. He was so appreciative, but that was the message God gave me, is keep opening doors for other people, because what you make happen for other people, I'm going to make happen for you. How you open doors for other people, I'm going to open doors for you. And a lot of times, especially, I live in Los Angeles, for those that may not be in Los Angeles or maybe watching, you're not from Los Angeles, but here in Hollywood, it's a lot of crabs and barrel type mentality. Everybody's out for their own self, their own thing. Like, I'm fighting for mine. I'm trying to get mine. And that's important, because you should be on the grind for your stuff. You should be on the grind for your thing. But in addition to that, though, along the way, part of the journey, part of the process is opening doors to other people, right? Like, I can't just open doors to myself, but I have to open doors to other people. And because it's a godly principle for all my believers out there who are trying to get doors to open, right? And so some people are, especially because we're here in Hollywood, are trying to get doors open through manipulation. They think it's through, rubbing elbows with all the right people. Some folks will try to get doors open through name dropping. Some people will try to get doors open through money dropping. Whatever tactic they can think of. You always have someone trying to open doors, some other kind of way. And while there may be a space for some of that, what I'm learning, and I pray that this blesses someone. What I'm learning is the key to get doors open for Najuma is to keep opening doors to other people, right? Is that as I make opportunity for somebody else, guess what God's going to do? God's going to make opportunity for me. And so the video shoot that I did yesterday, guess what? It was somebody else. I want you to see how this puzzle comes together. Somebody else who I had who was a who I was in relationship with in a prior situation and had been a blessing to them, right? In reciprocation, made the recommendation for the video shoot, right? So I didn't open that door. Somebody else opened that door for me. Then I get called to the video shoot, and the video shoot, the producer says, open the door for somebody else, invite somebody else on the project. I invite my nephew in, and my nephew makes a connection that he's needed. All of that happened as a result of somebody opening the door for me, and then me being able to open the door for my nephew. And what I'm going to train my nephew is now once you get an open door, you open the door for somebody else, right? That's why relationships are so important, right? Because God is going to bless us through other people. God is going to bless you through other people. That's why you got to keep this reciprocation thing smooth and nice and gentle and kind and good, because it's going to come through other people. God's going to do it, but he's going to use people. And so the importance of opening the door for other people is that as you open the door for other people open the door for you. There are some doors that you need open in 2018. There are some doors you need open this week. There are some doors you need open today. And God is going to use the right people at the right place and the right time to open the door for you and say, come on in, right? But the principle is that as doors are open for me, I open doors to somebody else. And I want to encourage you this morning, open the door for somebody else. It doesn't diminish you. It doesn't take away anything from you. We are not in that much competition that we can't open the door for somebody else. We're not. I live in Los Angeles, right? I live in Los Angeles. For those that may be joining us, you come on in and actually tap some heart love. I live in Los Angeles. It's 9 million people here. Y'all get that? It's 9 million people in Los Angeles. I am in no competition with no other pastor. I'm not. I'm not. And the minute I think I'm in competition with the pastor here, then that's the minute I have forgotten there are 9 million people here. I'm not in competition for members. I'm not, right? There's enough for everybody. And that's the thing. A lot of times folks don't want to open the door for somebody else because there's a concern. Well, if I open the door for them, what about me? What about you? See, that's the thing. God is a God of abundance. God is a God of abundance. So whatever resource I need, whatever resource you need, whatever hookup you need, there's more than enough for it. Because God is a God of creation. God can create. God can move. God can make things open, right? And so I'm not in competition, right? And the minute I think that, oh, there's not enough for me, that's when we start holding back and retracting and, oh no, I can't open the door for somebody else. But if I believe, which I do, that God is a God of abundance and that in God there is no lack of opportunity or resource, then I can freely open the door for somebody else. And that's what I want to encourage you today. God is a God of abundance. God is a God of limitless possibility and potential. He lacks no resource whatsoever. Therefore, it takes nothing from me to open the door for somebody else. It takes nothing from me to be the kind of person that makes sure the door opens for somebody else. And as I open the door for somebody else, guess what? God makes sure, God will ensure to put somebody in position to open a door for me. And like I shared, the video shoot I did yesterday, somebody opened that door for me, got me the video shoot. I opened the door for somebody else, and it was a blessing to my nephew. And I will train him, and as things open up for him, he's got to now open the door for somebody else. Because that is the law and the principle, right? That's the law and the principle. Matthew 7:12. What you want done for you, do for somebody else. You want to be blessed, be a blessing. You want to have doors open, open the door. You want someone to give you something, be a giver. I was watching something and the man was talking about giving, and he was talking about if you want, the way to receiving is to continue to be a giver. And he was like, just give everything away. Just walk around giving everything away. Just give to people. Just walk around giving to people and watch how God will give to you. God will just give to you freely because you're freely giving. Just give, give, give. And he was right. If I give away, if I just give and give without strings, give without attachment, give without issue, and I'm not talking about give because you have to watch not to cast your pearls before swine, but that's a whole nother teaching, whole nother principle. But just to give, you want $1, here's $1. You need what you need, whatever I have, hey, let's not be so attached to things, but that creates a cycle. It creates a cycle. And so what I pray that you get this morning, the cycle to having doors open is to open the door for somebody else. If you want to continue, and let me tell you something, this whole week has been a week of open doors. I got a call, and then I got a follow-up email message just yesterday. I mean, things are just like doors opening, opportunities. Why? Because God is a God of abundance. God is a God of limitless opportunities and possibilities. There is no lack of resource in God. Therefore, I'm never in competition with anybody. So it doesn't diminish me or take away anything from me to open the door for someone else. And as I do that for someone else, guess what? God's going to do that for me. Open the door for someone else. Open the door for someone else and watch God open the door for you. Open the door for someone else and watch God open the door for you. So that's my Saturday morning meditation, and I pray that blesses you and gives you encouragement, for how to function and flow with people in life, to go ahead and open those doors and be a blessing. Be a blessing. That's my prayer. God, position me to be a blessing. Position me to be a blessing. Make me a conduit, right? Because that means stuff is going to flow through my life, flow through my hands. What would it be like to have the kind of life where you could just open doors for people and put people in position and place and opportunities, and you're the one able to do that? Because you know what that means? Do you know where you have to be seated and positioned to be able to open the door for a bunch of other people? Do you know how you have to be so promoted in order to be in a position to open the door for other people, right? When you're the CEO, you can hire whoever you want to hire. So position me, Lord. Position me, Lord. That's my prayer. That's the prayer, y'all. That's the prayer. Someone put that in the chat, y'all. That's the prayer. Position me, Lord, to open the door for somebody else. Position me. And by opening the door for someone else, God then in turns opens the door for me. Position me, Lord, to open the door for somebody else. Put me in position to be able to say, oh, come on in. Come on in, all my kinfolk, all my friends, all my homies, come on in. Because I got the keys. So I can open the door. I can open the door for whoever I want to because I got the key. I got the deed. I own this piece. So I can open the door for somebody else. All right, y'all, I'm about to get out because I got to do my workout real quick. But remember, open the door for somebody else. Matthew 7:12. What you want done for you, do for somebody else. Now, that's the paraphrase. Go back and read it for yourself. But that's the message. So remember, open the door for someone else. And watch your life be phenomenally blessed. Watch your life. People will start calling you and emailing you and texting you about opportunities, doors, and some unusual doors will open to you. As you open the door for somebody else, God's going to say, oh, he's opening doors. She's opening doors. I got some doors for her. I got some doors for him. Oh, they open doors for that person? Let me open a door for them. Oh, she opened a door for her? Let me open a door for him. She opened a door. Oh, he opened a door for that person? Let me open a door for him. And doors will open for you as you open doors for somebody else. Y'all like my snapping? Open the door for somebody else today, this week, this month, this year. Make sure you're opening doors for other people.